My name is Billy Taylor. I'm not a journalist. I'm not a politician. I'm a political and human rights activist. I'm here to give you an inside but outside the box perspective. If you go to share this video, please put it in your comment section and not in the description. Also, if you're a friend of mine on social media, don't tag me. You don't want to wind up on the list that I'm on. Now, because I've been blocked on all my accounts, I've had to start this YouTube channel. The information and activists are being radically suppressed. So you're tuning into Bill's Bullhorn. Today, I'm going to be telling you the truth and behind the Russia propaganda and how they're using it as an excuse to radically suppress us in the land of the not so free. Now, the Russia propaganda is specifically to take away our freedoms and suppress us for the 2018 elections and even more going into 2020. In my research, the one Facebook page that they're certain of that came from Russia is called Blacktivist. And it seems like all the other pages are mostly speculation. Pages like Heart of Texas, Secured Borders, Counterpunch. They're using words to give the speculation, such as has ties with, reports, appears, linked, suspected, allegedly, believed, according. To make Americans think that Russia is the ones responsible for the election, but it's not. It was the people that did that. Now, I want to give you some numbers and stats to actually explain how involved this Russia propaganda they're trying to push was involved. Reports say that Russia had 0.00% on Facebook posts. That's 1 in 23,000 newsfeed items. This is so minor. It's not even irrelevant. Facebook said 56% of those came after the election, and 25% were never seen. Now, Clinton Watt has stated there was 129 phony Facebook events that drew attention from 340,000 users. Facebook declined to disclose those 129 events. I'm extremely curious because I know for the DNC, I had quite a few events I did that were into the tens of thousands. Facebook said they found more than 3,000 posts. Now, special counsel Robert Mueller said he would release all of those, but has failed and only released about 24. Now, my question, how many of you or how many of your friends have made memes? I'm curious on those events and the memes because not only myself, but many other activists throughout the nation are the ones that did this. And I can almost bet you that the ones that they're trying to say came from Russia were really us in America. Get to why in a little bit. Now, the post often included a call to action, like asking users to join, get this, in the article, it said bogus. But until we see those posts specifically or events specifically, how dare you say words like bogus? Completely misleading here. But they're asking users to join a group or share a post. I can't tell you how many times I've asked someone to share a post. It's very effective. I was out in Standing Rock a little over a year ago. When I came back, I had put the police chief of North Dakota's information online because of what I just seen out there. It was shared over 500 times. Doing something like that literally floods their phone lines, emails for weeks at a time. Very effective. It's amazing what activists can do nowadays with different social media platforms. This is why they're trying to stop us. Now, the agency that's in Russia that they're claiming did all this, caused 2016 election is called Internet Research Agency, aka Troll Factory. However, what they're claiming is Russian isn't just specifically from that troll factory. If it's Russian internet access, if it's Russian building access address, or Russian currency, it gets labeled as such. So it's not all just out of the troll factory. Let's talk money real quick. And let's talk about how much money Russia put into the election compared to our elections costing. Let's see. They really had that much effect. They should have some pretty high numbers, right? Wrong. It said Russia, total amount spent was $157,700. Now I want you to keep in mind something. Hillary and Trump campaign spent $2.65 billion alone. Just Hillary and Trump. $2.65 billion. Now, for all of the federal elections during 2016, there was a total spent of $7 billion. I want to back this up one more time to what is being reported with Russia's spending. Russia spent roughly $160,000. Trump and Hillary alone, $2.65 billion. All of federal elections, $7 billion. Again, it's so minor and it's irrelevant. Keep in mind, we have a government that also is known for planning coups, toppling dictators, and regime changes in other countries. What Russia did was nothing. They're using it as an excuse to suppress us. Also, the majority of the posts that were made on social media, it wasn't posts that they made or memes that they made or information they made. They actually took American posts and amplified it. This is why they're not disclosing the events. They're not disclosing the post. This is why Robert Mueller said he was going to release all of them and then went, oh crap, here's two. Here's two. I want to kind of sidestep before I get to, I'm going to talk a little bit about Facebook jail and what they're doing to activists throughout the nation in a little bit. But I want to kind of just talk about a certain subject about what we're doing is working. We're absolutely being suppressed. We're being thrown in Facebook jail, or some of us are completely having our pages, our groups completely knocked out. Now, there's multiple reports coming from throughout the nation. I'm one of the activists that have been blocked. That's the reason why I've done extensive research. I want to know why and what is happening. During 2016, we were so effective, it worked. So they're doing this right now to stop us going into future elections. Now, they're doing it now because it is election time, 2018. But going into 2020, you can expect this suppression to get even worse. Now, I want to give some tips to activists out there wanting to be involved in this process, I guess the political process. Actually, before I even get to that, there's another comment I want to make. The posts that were being amplified by Russian entities were primarily they're stemming it off of racial tensions. So the majority of it wasn't even politically driven. And what Russia did was they amplified both sides. So they not only amplified Hillary, they amplified Trump. They not only dogged Hillary, they dogged Trump. So it was kind of dead even. Basically, they took the outrage in America and amplified it. Nothing really about politics. What our government is doing is they're stemming it back to how they swayed our elections as an excuse so our government can sway our elections in the future. This is what's happening. This is a fact. Again, in the description, I am going to put all of my resources. Now, going forward, because social media is the way that we're networking and able to blast out information. I want to give some tips, I guess, on avoiding that being blacklisted. Things that I found. Again, you can read the sources. I've done extensive research. You know, certain words will be blacklisted, just like with the Patriot Act for 9/11. You know, certain words were put on that list. That is still continuing, even with social media. Words like pedo and Israel will get you on that blacklist. Side note, real uh, links. Links will do it. Certain news and information sources, journalists, mostly the independent ones, specific groups and pages, select individuals for multiple reasons. You don't have to be necessarily a lead activist to get targeted. You could have a wide network, the information that you're putting out there, certain keywords. Now, what's happening is if you don't break one of the Facebook rules and you're going by their policies within the rules of the policy, they will continue. I guess they're having trolls or individuals report you until you eventually get blocked or put in Facebook jail, I guess. Now, I'm not certain about this. I did watch a YouTube video that stated this, so this information I have not verified. But the way that it's working is your first time or your first violation, it's a 3-day block. Your second time is a 7-day block. Your third time will be a 30-day block. Fourth, they completely take your page out. Now, I know the majority of my networking is on Facebook. Nowadays, people don't even use phone numbers. They use Messenger to get through to one another. So what they're doing is trying to stop us from communicating as well as releasing information. Now, the propaganda, we're supposed to live in the land of the free. Even if another country is to release information and give their perspective or opinion, or isn't this the land of the free for them to do so? This is what we're needing to battle and fight going into the future. I'm a little worried about what 2020 is going to bring, because if we're having this kind of suppression now, I'm just wondering how much they're going to up it for the 2020 elections when Trump's up for re-election. There's 3 stages to a revolution. I'm a revolutionary guy. It's said that you have the political, social, and violent. So you have a political revolution. When that's denied, they move on to, political. When that's denied, they move on to the social revolution. When the people are denied that, they move on to the violent revolution. Bernie absolutely offers us the political revolution. More people are engaged in the political process, aware and have knowledge of the political process than ever. Social revolution. You're witnessing it now with all the social media platforms. That's part of the social revolution. When tens of thousands of people came to Philadelphia for the DNC, that's social revolution. When tens of thousands of people went out to Standing Rock and supported the Lakotan people against the DAPL pipeline, it's part of the social revolution. What you're seeing now with them blocking activists throughout the nation is them denying the social revolution. I'm extremely concerned about 2020. I'm a human rights activist, and I will do anything possible to avoid that last revolution. I believe we are more educated than ever, and we have the tools and technology to educate ourselves to prevail. I think a lot of people would be concerned with what's happening, and a lot of people get scared. I've seen a lawyer, I don't want to mention her name, that is suing the DNC, go on an interview and drop tears. Literally do everything she could from bawling, but continuously tears because of the prosecution she's more than likely going through. Don't get scared. Don't. What we're doing is working. So get motivated. They would not be spending money, time, and resources to do this if what we were doing is not effective. Now, I made a YouTube channel. Hopefully I get access to my Facebook page back again. and I can get back at it with giving them hell through the network I have instead of trying to build up a whole new network. But as time goes on, I have a lot of information, tips, tactics to give for organizers and protests. So I plan on doing more YouTube videos going into the future. Hopefully you tune in. And I guess for now, this has been Bill's Bullhorn. Viva la Revolution, and I love you.